Congressman Engel has had that front row seat, that aisle seat to history, several times, shaking hands with presidents as they enter the congressional chamber to deliver a speech. Engel always positions himself there. You can see him shaking the hand of George W. Bush. And Congressman Engel joins us live now from Capitol Hill. Congressman, first of all, tell us why do you do this? Why is it so important to have that aisle seat for every one of these speeches?
Well, you know, I never would have realized it except in my freshman year in Congress. Then Chairman Sonny Montgomery told me to come and sit next to him, and that way I could shake the president's hand. And when I got there, sitting next to him, I noticed that three rows down, there was no one sitting on the aisle, and I asked him if I could sit there, and he said, "You better grab it before someone else does," and I've been there ever since.
Now, you have some of your staff hold a seat for you starting early this morning. Tell us how that works, but also describe the atmospherics on a night like tonight. What's it like being there?
Well, it's very exciting. It's one of the reasons why I want to have the aisle seat and why I want to shake the president's hand, because to me, anytime the president addresses a joint session of Congress, whether it's a State of the Union or a speech like tonight, it's electrifying. It's democracy at its best. It's a celebration of democracy. It just makes me feel honored and privileged to be there and to represent my district.
Hey, Congressman, I'm curious, you're a Democrat, but we saw, obviously, you greeting former President Bush and also current President Obama. You're a Democrat, but do you get that same feeling of respect for the office as you greet even somebody from perhaps not your side of the conversation?
Well, absolutely. I never voted for any of the Bushes, but they were presidents of the United States, and it's always an honor to meet the president and to shake the president's hand. I did vote for Barack Obama, and I'm going to be especially happy to shake his hand tonight, because I think tonight begins the salvo of the Democrats punching back and fighting for health care reform. We've sort of been on the defensive all of August, but now in September we're going on the offensive, and it starts tonight with the president's speech.
Congressman, what's the proper protocol? Suppose the president does not deliver a feisty enough speech, in your view. Do you say that to him afterwards? Do you say to him before, hey, give him hell? I mean, what's the proper exchange there in those 10 seconds you get with him?
Well, usually say give him hell or something like that. You got it pretty well. Or if it's from the other party, I always say, hello, Mr. President.
Interesting.
Finally, do you want to give a shout out to the staff member who's been holding your seat today?
No, I'm holding my seat myself. I want full credit. I got there at 8:30 this morning,
wow,
and I've been there ever since. And they turned up the air conditioning, so
right. But you're not there now. Will someone take your seat? You're not there now.
If they take my seat, I'm going to blame you.
Okay.
Nobody blames Tamron Hall for anything, Congressman. Don't mess with Tamron Hall. That's a big mistake.
Okay. Well, get out there and get your seat, because we don't want to take the blame, Congressman Engel. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
David, you know what this